I'd like to do a little oil sketch. I've got something new, something pretty interesting to work with. This is Arches paper for oil painting. It's a new product from Arches. It's a paper specifically formulated for use for oil painting. This paper has been formulated by Arches to protect the paper fibers against the oxidation of the drying oils. No preparation, no priming, no gessoing is required. So that all I need to do before I paint is measure, tear the paper to the size I need, and I'm ready to start painting. If I was stretching a canvas, I'd be tacking the canvas to the stretchers, putting on 3 coats of gesso, waiting for drying in between each coat. But working on the Arches oil paper, now I'm ready to get started. So this Arches paper for oil painting is of exactly the same quality as the Arches watercolor paper that we've all been using for so long. I could take my paper and my drawing board out into the landscape much more easily than I could take an easel with a stretched canvas. So with the nice absorbency of the surface, I can work with these fairly thin terp washes, not worry at all about the paint running, get some very good control of the paint even when it's being worked really thin like this. It's easy enough to take a rag and wipe the light right back into it, and I can work pretty hard on this and I don't have to worry about damaging the paper surface. This is a paper that's really just as tough a surface as working on the stretched canvas. They're very finished paintings by Rubens, executed on paper going back to the 17th century. And then of course we can look at the monotypes done by Degas, using pastel to highlight and add the highest chroma color over the top of oil monotypes. I can alternate between using a little broader painterly approach and working in a little sharpness using some of the drawing materials. There are people who work in much more painterly styles with heavier applications of paint. That's fine. The paper is equally versatile, working with thin application or working with heavy application right up to some really thick impasto. I've allowed it to dry, pretty much the same drying times as I would have on a canvas or on a prepared panel. I want to check and make sure that actually no color is coming up. No, I don't see any chalking at all. The absorbency is just right here. I think I'll call this a painted sketch more than a really finished painting. Taking the painting and storing it's not any great difficulty either. Because the paper was ready to go without the gesso preparation, I can roll it just like this and it'll be absolutely fine. I really like the fact that I was able to get to work without spending a lot of time on preparation, that I didn't have to change my painting style at all to make it work on the paper. The paper was just as durable and really a very high quality product. Arches paper for oil painting really is going to prove to be a very useful and important new painting support.